Welcome to Alienized Photos Industry Talk. And I'm going to jump right into it. This is iconic. I want to say first congrats to Alex Hormozi, who owned multiple gyms. Um, believe a gym instructor, fitness instructor, coach. Then went on to scale multiple gyms and started scaling and investing in multiple businesses. I watched live, at least 70% of it. I watched him live, achieve the Guinness World Record selling, I think the fastest, within the day, the fastest selling book within 24 hours, nonfiction book in 24 hours. And he really set it as a goal and invited them to be a part of, that book launch he did, which was, amazing. And, had me thinking, had a lot of people thinking and people talking about it. And I did pre-order the book, and I wanted to check it out. I'm not a big consumer of Alex's content, but, I'm familiar with him and what he do as far as scaling businesses. And, the more I read his book, it's great. Some things I want to talk about just are simple. He states, good money models make millionaires. Good money models make millionaires. And this is from his new book that achieved, that record of the most book sales in 24 hours. I'm not sure what the numbers are at right now, but I'll put them in the show notes after I do that research. But, he have the series, and this is the third of the series, and the series is sold over 1 million copies. They call it the $100 million series. And this book is $100 million money models. Again, by Alex Hormozi, How to Make Money. And a lot of this are going to be about offers. Like he has 4 type of offers he break down: the attraction offer, the upsell offer, the downsell offer, and the continuity offer. If you're not sure what those offers are, I know I have an episode called Offers. I would start there, but in the future, I would certainly have another updated episode on offers and about offers and the different offers you could do, especially for your industry. But I know with my creative entrepreneurs, take heed to this, because you could be doing 1 or 2 of these things that you never even thought about. How can you add more value? How can you get something for free to add more value to what you already offering? Oh, you do the photo shoot if you're a photographer, and just offer a free print. It may cost you, some money, but what if they are a returning client, on a consistent basis because you did that special act of kindness? There's something for free. So sometimes we have to give something away for free just to add more value on the guarantee. And I like this kind of like an opening paragraph. If you make more offers and people buy them, you make more money. If you make more money, you can use it to get more customers. And I think that second sentence, using it to get more customers, is key. because we may buy more supplies or more education, training, and probably other stuff we don't need, equipment, but put it back into the marketing, into the advertising. Maybe we don't need a new tool, this new AI. Maybe we just need better marketing. Marketing is critical, marketing is key. So when we get money coming into our businesses, especially when you first starting out, you want to reinvest your money. You make these offers, you're getting these sales, you're shaking hands, put it right into the business. There's a lot of times, I didn't pay myself for the business. It's just reinvesting and just to be candid, me having more of a personal brand, a more front-facing brand that highlights creatives and entrepreneurs and my creative entrepreneurs, my creative artists, business owners, colleagues. Elevating positive stories will always be my core, but when people think of Alien Eyez, they think of me, they think of Alien, which Alien was around in my music and poetry, performing and recording days. If you check out Alien Eye Players, I built that music brand before I switched to visual media, photography, and video production. I kept the alien, and now I'm using my eyes to provide solutions for creative entrepreneurs, which I do with event photography, helping you market your business through event photography. And and maybe I didn't think it all the way through, starting a new business for the long term. I knew immediately, just carrying that same name, like a name transfer, kind of like changing the last name, I guess you could say. I upgraded, my business mindset upgraded. It got married, with music. I could have went wider. I could have continued to went wider, but just the time I was at, I was more entrepreneurial thinking versus the creating, and I'm a creative. I'm an artist at heart by the core. That's first. I am a creative. But with the shift with just more business and entrepreneurship, having that mindset and also that money mindset and just running the business and stepping out there, testing the waters, doing something I love, I remember my mother bought me a camera on a field trip. I was maybe 6 or 7, so like first grade. And the little wound up cameras, the and then you click it, click it. You get like 12 shots through the film. And I'm just, man, field trip at the zoo. I'm just pressing a button. Probably the worst pictures I ever took, literally. I'm first grade, just pressing a button. Not even fully composing. But, I noticed a number at the bottom. It had like a 5. I'm like, wait, I was limited to the number of photos I had to take. And I'm just testing out, like, wait, the number moved? Oh, now I say 2. Oh, shoot, so I only got 2 pictures left, and end up using that 2 photos that I had left to take, 2 pictures I could take of, with the film camera. And I'm first grade, second grade, maybe at the latest. And, everything excites me. I seen a new animal. I think it was a lion at the time. I just try to take a picture of the lion. And I'm like, wow, I can't take no more pictures now. After those 2 shots was up. So, years and years later, I come back, photography, very photogenic, and also love being behind the camera, which I love. It's just the whole creative aspect and creating and, freezing time. I'm a superhero, freeze time. But continue with Alex. What if you make your customers twice as valuable and you get twice as many of them and those customers at twice the speed? Yeah. And who wants that? Twice the speed, twice the amount, and twice the value. Mm, 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 mm. If you make customers twice as value and get twice as many of them, you get those customers at twice the speed. Woo! Your business grows 8 times faster. And wait, if you triple them, your business grows 27 times faster by tripling them. By tripling them, your business grows 27 times faster. Wow. And that's going back to those offers, the traction offer, upsell offer, downsell offer, continuity offer. It's all about turning strangers into customers, building our audience, having a game plan, sticking what you need to stick to. And I found out how it could work for you. Going back to the offer, just find out which one works for you. But I would always recommend starting with an attraction offer. You have to attract. It's kind of like someone taking a quiz just to see if they're a good fit, or an interview just to see if they're a good fit. Attract. Attraction offers is like lead generation, which could be free, discounted, a low price, low entry, or maybe a trial offer. Attract. 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 But yeah, this book is it's good, kind of blew my mind. And I was kind of, I would say, indifferent. I knew it would have been a decent book, but yeah, the more I read it, I was reading another book at a time. I had to put it down and actually, like, wait, this is pretty good. Maybe I'm gonna have to switch books real quick. So man, shout out to Alex Hormozi. Congrats again, man. It's an honor, and I definitely will continue learning from you and watching, and I know we're gonna meet one day, and it's gonna be crazy. Good conversation, good vibes. Again, if you haven't checked out or heard of the book, $100 Million Money Models by Alex Hormozi, man, it is a must to check out. Basically the book sums up, how to get more cash and how to get more cash after you get cash and how to get the most cash. So first, how to get cash, and then how to get more cash, and then how to get the most cash. And check out the other 2 books in this series of $100 million offers. and $100 million models, and I think $100 million leads, I think it is. But it's all in $100 million series. Say that a lot of times. And this book that, we kind of took away from was $100 million Money Models. Again, by Alex Hormozi. I do not own any rights to the book. I am just saying my thoughts and endorsing Mr. Alex. Yeah, man, great job. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Again, this is Alien Eye Player. Haha. Mr. Alien Eyes Photos, Photographer Jackson, Steve Jackson of Alien Eyes Photos Media. You can check me out at alieneyesphotos.com. Alien Eyes with a Z, photos with a S.com. And also Alien Eyes Photos on all media. Be sure to check out Creative Frequency on YouTube, on a Creative Frequency, and on social media, especially IG, Instagram. Creative Frequency, on a Creative Frequency. All right, y'all, I am out.